think I might not shower for a summer. Where am I gonna go?
Alright, you ready? Hold on.
It's Corona time. Hey, it's Corona time right now. It's Corona time. It's Corona time. Hey, it's Corona time right now.
Welcome back. This is a very special matinee edition of Sarcasm Speaks. It's not 9 o'clock at night.
It's very rare that we record when it's light out.
Yeah, because it's fucking, I don't know, we're quarantining, I guess. We're coming at you.
No, I'm working. I'm working half days now.
Yeah.
Only 7-hour shifts.
Yeah, me and Dickie are just fucking chilling, working remotely. You know, it's trying to be social distancing-y.
Yes.
And just kind of doing our thing. Also, I want to declare, as was just given by this nice introduction song that we had, I'm officially declaring Corona law.
What's Corona law?
It means that there are no more rules. And if you are quarantining, it's like airport rules. Like, if you want to start drinking at like 9 a.m., go for it. You want to just like fucking eat whatever you want and like make weird choices and do some weird shit. You want to like walk around, I don't know, as a weirdo, go right ahead. Do it. Corona law, man. We're in.
If you start having sex with random objects in the house,
I'm gonna hold you to this for when I start eating beets in the middle of the night.
They're just like, dude, do you smell that? Is that beets? Downstairs. Dickie, are you eating beets?
I got a raw bowl and a cooked bowl here. I kind of need to
just yell out, it's Corona law.
Corona time.
He's Corona time. Dude, this is wild. This is like, what the fuck are we even doing anymore?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Life just doesn't exist.
Yeah, but I'm still going here.
I know, you are. You're the only one.
Well, I got people asking. Like, I can't make a lot of money, but I can
Yeah.
I can almost get through this.
Right.
Because we're the only fucking people open.
Whose reality is more legit, his or ours? Like, who's the one that's like high right now, like understanding the world? Is his?
Not me.
No,
It's not me. It's a fucking gym. Like, if this thing's gonna fucking spread.
Yeah.
Actually, though, I will say, nothing can live in our gym right now. We have like medical grade cleaner.
Except for superbugs.
Well, I did sell some of that.
Yeah.
So
Some noses burn.
like literally we have.
You walk into the gym and it smells like fucking Clorox. It smells like a pool.
Honestly, it's
Dude, dude, you guys get a pool in
You
here?
walk in and everyone's like,
Guys jerking
it
off?
smells clean in here. I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
It does.
You're right.
Because the first day we had all this shit, I was like, actually it was yesterday because I was just like in the weight room like and on the turf like going because we're having everybody clean everything before they touch it and after they touch it.
Right.
We're also hitting the floors with some medical grade cleaner, which I thought was like, Mr. Clean or something. So I dumped a bunch in, cut it with water. I thought that shit was gonna burn my fucking eyelids off. So, but there's like so much disinfectant going around. At like 1:30 yesterday, I go, dude, I think I'm high off medical grade fumes.
Yeah.
Like, I was just laughing.
Woo!
Like, so I guess that's the one advantage is I get fucking stoned off chemicals. But
yeah, there you go.
nothing can live in that gym right now.
How does one clean the turf?
Turf's tough. So I try to
Exactly.
keep everybody on the black mat because we can mop that. Turf is difficult because you can disinfect, but if it doesn't dry quick enough, which is hard
just becomes
to
a
do,
bleeder.
no, you get mold underneath.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Because
So-
you can't even like steam it like a carpet. Because
No,
it's
because it needs
synthetic.
it needs
too.
somewhere for the air to go.
Yeah.
So you would almost need like a you know how like when they brew beer they have a like dry.
Is it like the powdered bleach?
It's like
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't know if like powdered bleach would that might like fuck it all up.
Yeah,
We'll have,
that
like
could,
cow
like,
spots.
It's gonna.
Yeah, that could burn the.
Plus, then if someone does get down on it,
Yeah.
then they're gonna fucking burn their arm up. So
That's their problem.
yeah, so I'm not exactly sure. I'm trying to keep everybody standing,
Yeah.
and if they're gonna go on the ground, it's on the black mat because I can actually clean that.
Right. Right. Yeah.
I should probably stop going on the turf at my gym.
Yeah, so
Staying
well,
on
so when that old lady shit on the floor and we needed it, and we had 24 trauma come in,
Yeah.
they said they had a spray disinfectant,
Yeah.
and that was in the old building, so we really didn't care.
Right.
So my next question would be, if we do it over the weekend. Well, first of all, if we do it over the weekend, what about during the week?
Yes.
Because it does have to dry.
Mm-hmm.
I would be concerned with something growing underneath because it's a much smaller building with lower ceilings.
Yeah.
Plus, the landlord told us about it because it wasn't where the turf was an old karate dojo.
Yeah.
And you could see squares on the subfloor.
Oh.
And we're like, and someone was like, oh, the guy had like square tiles like pieced together.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, well, maybe, but the reason that is from cleaning, because the moisture gets through and you get your mold, your mildews.
Well, especially on the weight room side of the gym, there's carpet under there too.
There is carpet underneath,
so that would get even grosser.
Well, we taped over all the gaps.
Okay.
In the black mat.
Okay.
So, very little will be able to get through there.
Right. And with that medical grade shit, whatever you're
Nothing's
cleaning the
living.
mats with,
Nothing's living through that. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, no.
Like the guy who came to bring it, like does medical supply, and he talked to Chris, and Chris just goes, "Get me whatever you can." He brought 7 cases. So he brought 7 cases of 12 spray bottles, all filled, and I think 6 cases of gallon jugs.
Wow.
He goes, "Oh yeah, it should probably last you like 3 months." I'm like, well, as long as this thing goes away, it'll last a fucking lifetime.
Yeah, holy shit.
But it was like in his car. I'm like, I don't even really know who you are, man. And it's like, he's like, I got this stuff. He goes, don't leave it out here. Someone's gonna want it. I'm like, who's stealing our stuff?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You'd be surprised. Before like we went on like lockdown last week, someone stole a fucking hand sanitizer out of one of our offices.
Hand sanitizer and wipes I can see walking out the door.
Yeah.
I don't see medical grade gallons walking out the door because people are too lazy to cut with water and
No,
only
people
use
are
little.
idiots.
I'm telling you, people are too lazy to go through that.
No, they're too stupid to realize they need to cut it. They're just gonna like put it on.
I'm telling you, people just want wipes.
That
so
would be what.
all they want is wipes and hand sanitizer. That's it, because they're easy.
Yeah.
Wipes, pull, wipe. Hand sanitizer, push, mix.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
This requires cutting with water. The spray bottles require spray, wipe. Then you got to clean those rags. People don't want to do that shit.
Right.
Promise you.
Yeah. So strange times indeed. that we are.
Seeing how you have a Mac guy and coronavirus, get rich quick schemes have been running through my head.
Okay.
Me making a business for gyms.
Okay.
What's the matter? And it cleans mats. Thoughts?
Most gyms just clean their own mats. And actually,
But we guarantee.
So Mitch, who's been on the show before, was telling me at Army they have. I can't remember what it's called. They have a thing that like hypermist, something like that.
Oh, okay.
They just like put it in the weight room overnight, and it just sprays a mix of like
It's like a bug.
everything,
Like a
everything
bug
that'll just
bomb.
kill everything.
Huh.
It just sprays it around the
Is
floor.
it on like a little Roomba? It just kind of like goes around just like spraying shit.
There's your business.
Yeah.
A coronavirus bug bomb.
Well, no, just something to clean weight rooms,
Yeah.
like a Roomba for weight rooms.
Yeah.
But it just sprays disinfectant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but where do I get the pun name? What's the matter? I need another name now.
If it doesn't have a pun, the idea is useless.
Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pray for daddy.
No one would buy that.
No, I'm not bringing that place into my gym.
Not your daddy's spray.
Not your father's disinfectant. In other news around the world, we still have NFL.
This world.
This world.
Because I don't think most people care.
Yeah, in our world. A little bit of a break from the fucking hysteria. Maybe you guys are looking for something that's not coronavirus related. We got tons of fucking movement in the NFL yesterday. It was wild. It was the first day or the opening day of like the tampering period or whatever.
That was Monday.
Yeah. But there's a lot of shit. A lot of guys moving. Jason Witten, or the ghost of Jason Witten, now plays for the Raiders, and never saw that coming. What else we got?
Houston Texans making the worst trade potentially ever.
Yeah, they traded DeAndre Hopkins for David Johnson and a second-round pick. That was fucking gross.
Horrible.
And a bag of rice.
Stephon Diggs got traded to Buffalo.
For a fucking ransom.
Oh yeah. For a first, a third, fourth, and a fifth, I think.
No, I think it was a 1, a 5, 6, and a future 4.
Yeah, okay. That's what it was.
I don't know if Buffalo had to... I'm sorry, I don't know if Minnesota gave up like a late
They
rounder.
sent a 7th. They
Okay.
sent Diggs in a
Whatever.
7th.
So
yeah.
nothing.
Yeah, so nothing.
Another bag of rice. They sent a box of toilet paper.
That's actually quite valuable. That would be a good deal.
Bunch of free agent signings. Phillip Rivers going to the Colts. Cam Newton's trying to get traded. The Panthers are going to sign Teddy Bridgewater.
They're not keeping the white boy?
Nope.
I forgot his name already. It was probably an Allen.
Kyle Allen.
Allen, wasn't it?
No.
Did he keep, he started the whole season, right? Was he the only
Ish.
one?
Roughly, yeah. I think Cam played the first couple games.
I mean, he was the only Allen left at the end. I mean.
No, Josh Allen played.
Ah, fuck that one too. Too many. Like 4.
Brandon
Allen didn't make it.
No, he didn't.
He
It's the
sucks.
Denver one?
Yeah. And then...
Who are we going to bet against if Kyle Allen isn't playing?
Oh, God, I don't know.
They turned out so well.
So then, the biggest news in the NFL hits near and dear to us in New England here, but Tom Brady's gone.
The biggest news about that is we missed a really good opportunity for Tampa Bay overs for a long time. Like if Phillip Rivers went there, he's great at touchdowns and picks.
I don't know, dude. If Antonio Brown goes there, that's going to be Tom Brady, Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Ronald Jones on the offense.
Hopefully
And
O.J.
their
Howard.
defense fucking blows.
Yeah, hopefully that defense.
Well, their run
struggles and they
defense
have
is
to
good.
score.
They had...
Their run defense was the best in the league last
I
year.
think they had the
20,
29th or the 30th ranked passing defense in the league.
But they also lost one of their DNs, Nassib. He left.
Yeah.
So
He signed with the Raiders.
it's just really too bad that they don't have a gunslinger down there because those overs are borderline lock.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would be a little concerned with like too many chefs in the kitchen, like too
Yeah.
many cooks.
Yeah.
But
Should watch that.
I struggle to believe that Mike Evans is smart enough to pick up Brady's offense.
Well, is it gonna be Brady's offense?
Yes.
Yeah.
You think fucking 42, 43-year-old Tom Brady is going in to play someone else's offense? No. He's not going to go to OTAs. He doesn't want to do that.
Right.
He's not going to bring up young receivers. Doesn't want to do that.
But he's never been like the Peyton Manning or Brett Favre type to like call every single fucking play. It's always been the coach's decision.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm a little bit skeptical about all of this.
Might just crash and burn.
Well, no, I personally, though, I think the only reason he left was because he
Oh.
wanted to get the contract that was 2 years, $60 million.
Yeah.
Right.
Or 2 for 55 or whatever. I think that's what he wanted. He wanted to prove that. He wanted to get that respect. Because Tampa Bay is not his best chance to win another Super Bowl. It's not.
No.
Might be.
No, it would have been
The morale down.
Indy or
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I think Tennessee. The
Tennessee-
defense.
well-
Indy doesn't have really that.
Well,
defense
Tennessee.
anymore.
Tennessee chose. Well, I think Tennessee didn't want.
I know. But of all the teams that were rumored to be involved, Tennessee and Indianapolis were probably his best chances. Or
No,
I
his
guess-
best chance was returning.
Yeah.
I know the team is like in tough shape.
Well, I'm assuming that he's not coming back.
Yeah. So his best chance, if he really wanted to win a title, it was to return.
Right.
So, but he goes to Tampa.
Yeah.
Yuck. Those NFC South games, those things are shit shows.
Oh yeah.
So he has to play Drew Brees twice a year.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
He's got to play the Falcons twice a year, which the Falcons not good, but goofy shit happens in the NFC South.
They always like come back and make a lot of points happen. Like
Well, they're
the
good
Matt Ryan
for overs
garbage.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And then Cam Newton will be gone, but it'll be 10.
no, but like the way the NFC South goes is like the Saints will be kicking the ever living shit out of everybody, and then lose 13-7 to fucking Atlanta at home.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how those games
Which is
go.
exactly what happened last year.
I know it did. Like, the NFC South is goofy. He's got to play Aaron Rodgers next year. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, life might be tough.
But anyway, so I think we're going to get a little bit of if Antonio Brown goes there. He has to actually go there for me to think this completely. I still don't know if Mike Evans is smart enough or, you know, like, I don't know if he has it. He's kind of an idiot and kind of just takes, he gets a lot of targets.
Yeah.
Like, a lot. Because Jameis threw the ball a ton.
A ton.
So, he puts up good numbers.
Yeah,
but
Tom Brady's not going down there to throw the ball 55 times a game.
No. Because the way I look at it is, like, if Mike Evans was going to come to New England, what would we think?
Yeah.
The first thought, I assume, for most people would be, can he pick up the offense?
Right.
So now it's like he's going to Tampa Bay. It's like, oh my God, look at the weapons. You're going to get AB. Like, blah, blah, blah. No, you still have the same questions.
Yeah. I think if anything, I mean, he's going to have to, Brady being there, is use less option routes. Because that's the whole thing with New England. They run option routes all the fucking time. Like, they don't have, like, set plays. They're like, all right, you're going to run and you're going to read and then you're going to react. And that's why guys struggle so much in New England, even vets.
Yeah.
Like, if they never played in that system their whole career, Joey Galloway, who was a great wide receiver. Reggie Wayne, both great wide receivers. When they get to New England, they don't do shit because their entire career they've never played like that before. So I think if he's smart and works with Arians, they'll reduce the number of option routes, but
it's not going to be the offense of last year.
No, yeah, he's just going to be frustrated the whole time if it's always option routes they fuck up, just like this year, where he was just pissed off and only throwing to 3 people.
Right. So the only difference is talent can cover up for a lot of mistakes. And if you have Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, and Chris Godwin as your top three wide receivers, if they make mistakes, I mean, there's a chance the next play they could just break one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know, so...
Well, then, because that's the thing. If Antonio Brown is there, then he can just run a slant and he can always house the one.
That's what I mean.
So like, everything's going to be wide open for, like spread out.
And Mike Evans is what, 6'3"?
He's an outside, yeah. Him and Godwin are both outside guys.
If you chuck it up,
outside
there's a
Godwin
chance
running
he's just
posts.
gonna fucking catch it. You know, like he's got a massive catch rate.
That's what the offense was.
Yeah.
So if Tom Brady's going to adapt and do that, different story.
Right.
But he's not gonna have as much time as fucking Winston, because
I also don't know if he's gonna go to OTAs now.
Yeah,
I feel like he's gonna have to.
It's gonna be real interesting to watch.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. But like of all places, you chose fucking Tampa Bay.
R.I.P. Tampa Bay overs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pumped that he's gone. Actually, like I didn't want him to come back.
I've accepted it.
Yeah.
Because some people, like even when we were in Savannah, like the guys from Texas were asking me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm almost at peace with him going.
Right.
He's been a little temperamental here.
That's why. So I was talking to Jones, friend of the show. Shout out to Jones. You know, we were talking like, so everyone that's getting upset about Tom Brady leaving right now, I want you guys to go back 6 months ago when we were in like November, October, and Tom Brady was being such a little fucking cunt every single week,
like throwing his helmet, yelling at guys.
And we both sat here in these fucking chairs and said, I'm sick of Tom Brady. I'm sick of the antics. I'm sick of him being a diva. I'm done. I want him out of here. If this is his last year, so be it. Whatever. I'm all set with him. And like I try and be consistent. So now here we are. He's gone. All right, cool. Good riddance, man.
Yep.
But everyone's like, but he's Tom Brady. He's the greatest of all time. You're right. He is the greatest of all time. And we had him for 20 years. The next 2 years, he can go ahead and have fun in Tampa Bay. I've gotten what I need from Tom Brady. I am at peace, like you said, that he's gone. I'm not mad because of what happened last season. Everyone conveniently forgets how much they were bitching about Tom Brady during last season, just because he's gone now and he's the greatest of all time.
No, and that's fine. I would have accepted him back for another Super Bowl run, but I also was very skeptical that was going to happen because what were they going to do with no cap space to be better than? Well, Baltimore will come back a little bit, but Baltimore and
which
Chiefs.
Baltimore?
Who's the red? Chiefs. The Chiefs.
Baltimore is loading up right now. They signed.
Who did they lose? They lost someone.
Let me see if I can pull this up really quickly.
So they lost their guard. which I know I'm talking about a guard. That matters.
But
For a team that runs the way they do,
Marshall
that matters.
Yanda.
They
was
also lost
arguably-
Hayden Hurst.
Marshall Yanda is arguably the best guard in the league.
Yeah, so they lost a guard and one of the tight ends. Now, can they probably replace Hayden Hurst? Most likely. He didn't really do a whole lot.
He was very talented, but
Well, because it's the 3 tight end set.
They didn't use him.
No, but they did because they did a lot of 3 tight end sets to run
Yeah.
Right.
and to do
Yeah,
like
sure.
goofy shit and like, you know, they do like this goofy shit in the backfield with 3 tight ends and then Hollywood's wide open. Like, that matters, but I think you can pretty easily replace that pretty cheap too.
Yeah. So they franchise tag
Judon.
Let me see. This is so I'm on like the Baltimore Ravens website, so they only have things that are like official, and because the league year doesn't start,
Who else played wide receiver besides Hollywood Brown?
do they still have Willie Snead?
Didn't they have somebody else? Who was catching balls outside of Mark Andrews?
I don't know, the ghost of Mark Clayton. Like, I have no fucking clue.
I can't remember. Did they even use receivers? Was this the what was that, the 2014 Chiefs?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah, the 20 whatever year that
It
was.
was like one receiver touchdown.
Jeremy Maclin was the number 1 wide receiver.
And he was the only guy who caught a touchdown all year.
Yeah. Michael Brockers. So the Ravens signed Michael Brockers, the D tackle from the Rams, who was pretty good.
He was. Fell out of favor though.
They also signed Justin Ellis.
Who has that?
He's another D lineman. Let me see. There was a couple that dropped yesterday. Just trying to scroll through ESPN and see. No, I can't find it. I don't.
Well, either way, with them, they have the ability to do some of that stuff because Lamar Jackson isn't making any money yet.
True.
So they may as well just push the chips in.
Right.
I think their regular season will come back to the planet a little bit. They were so good last year that I just don't know how you replicate that.
Yeah.
And then, like, assuming everyone stays healthy.
Right.
Because, like, if they lose John Brown, like, if he pulls a hamstring, Jesus Christ, who is going to catch the football?
Yeah. Well, Hollywood Brown.
If he pulls a hamstring?
Yeah. You said John Brown.
Oh, I meant Hollywood.
Yeah.
I
I knew what you meant, but just for everyone else.
John Brown was there 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if Hollywood pulls his hamstring, who is going to catch the ball? Because you just put, like, 14 guys on Mark Andrews and...
He'll just throw it to himself.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So that's the one
So-
thing too, like talking about.
But, so anyway, but to finish the point, they're going to come back in the regular season. Doesn't mean they can't win the Super Bowl.
Right. No. So talking about Lamar Jackson like not making any money. Nikos made a really good point yesterday. Friend of the show. What's up, Nikos?
Negos.
He said that with all this money that's getting thrown around, like Teddy Bridgewater is making $20 million a year. Phillip Rivers got 25. Tom Brady allegedly is getting 30. He was like, Pat Mahomes is going to get a Mike Trout contract. So I replied to him and I was like, bro, he's going to get 7 for, what is it, 450? Whatever that is, whatever that comes out to be. Or 250.
Is that $70 million a year?
What is 7?
How much per year are you
Times.
thinking?
He's going to get more than 35. So yeah, it's going to be 7 and 250.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers gets that.
Yeah, but not over a 7-year.
He got 10.
Did he really?
Yeah.
What was his deal?
It was like 10 and 3 something. But like but it was an extension, so one of his years was like $36 million.
Oh yeah. So yeah, if Pat Mahomes gets 7 and 250, that's
He'll get more than that.
35.7 million a year.
I would be okay. This is a little outlandish, but to prove a point,
You think he gets 10
10
and
and
400?
dude, I
He's
think
gonna
it's
get
possible.
that's a Mike Trout like Mookie Betts deal.
I think it's possible. They lock him down forever.
You can't really renegotiate.
I mean, if Brady's getting $30 million, and some of these other guys are getting like mid-30s,
Yeah.
he's the best.
Yeah. Yikes. But he is only 25?
Wasn't he?
Dude, he's probably less than that.
24, 25.
He might be 23 and change, 24 and change.
He might be 25, like, at the end of this season.
Yeah, so maybe they only sign him until he's 30, but
Yeah.
it gives him a chance to get a second contract.
Right. But yeah, I mean, he's gonna get a fucking payday and a half.
Also, I assume if they give him 10, it's going to be an extension, not once his rookie deal runs out.
Right. Yeah, they're just gonna rip up.
Like, give it to him in, like, this offseason or something.
Right. Well, this
Which, actually, I guess if
2020 is his final season. He's a free agent at the end of the 2021 season.
Yeah. So I feel like... So he's got 3 years in the league. 17, 18, 19. So if they give him 10 now, it'll probably be like 35 a year. But if he actually gets to free agency, he'll probably get 40.
Yeah, he'll get 40. So, fuck, man. That's a lot of fucking money in the NFL.
Yeah, probably fully guaranteed, too.
Yeah. He could be the first one. No, Kirk Cousins was the first one.
Fully
actually.
guaranteed?
Yeah,
Yeah,
fully guaranteed.
3 in 100?
3 and 100, I think it was. Yeah.
Or 3 in 90?
Yeah, something like that. So, Jesus.
He just got extended. 2 years.
Yeah, he did. I saw that. He got a 2-year extension for the Vikings. I don't know why.
Probably so that they can cut him if they need to.
Yeah. Also, in the sports world, I guess it's still sports, yeah. The WWE and Vince McMahon
Sports entertainment.
doesn't give a fuck about coronavirus. They're
Okay.
still running WrestleMania.
Yeah, but they're not. They're doing it
Yeah, they're doing
back
it. They're doing it in a closed
in
facility.
Connecticut.
Did
But
you see
everyone is saying like they need to postpone. Like everyone was going after them and saying they need to postpone. Like every other sport, and Vince McMahon was like, "Yeah, no, we're good."
Did you see the clip that they had a show, whatever you call it?
Like Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And John Cena's just standing there, and the other guy's doing his little monologue, but there's no crowd. So it's and people were commenting like it's like a middle school play. And
That's
because it's
funny.
all drama and it's overacting. There's no reaction from a crowd. So
Right.
it's just like
Well, that's where the
What is-
announcers
how
need to
they
come
do
into
this?
play.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like
it was
watching
awkward.
like Days of Our Lives, like a soap opera.
It was because they do that thing where like
Like it's supposed to be dramatic.
There's
and
only
it's
one
like-
person to watch right now. You don't cut the camera anywhere else, so he put his head down. Oh fuck! And I'm gonna build this. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, but there's
no
no
one acts
crowd.
like that.
That is kind of weird.
I'm gonna take you out at WrestleMania. Like he's talking shit to a guy in a ring. Why don't you do it now? Like then that comes in.
Yeah, yeah,
Just stop being weird.
yeah.
You gotta change up the dialogue for a little bit.
I know, it's like they had it pre-scripted and then just didn't change the script.
It's like let's see how it works.
Yeah, not so good. But yeah, a lot of people were pissed off at Vince McMahon, but he said, "Fuck it, I don't care."
For doing it.
For not postponing WrestleMania.
What are they gonna do? Are they gonna keep doing that no crowd shit?
Yeah, they're gonna
Like,
WWE might.
they're gonna have WrestleMania with no crowd.
What if they put like everyone 6 feet apart and make it like a bigger venue, 6 feet apart?
Well, I mean, if you
At
buy,
least then it's live.
so because you can privately buy tests, so you can test all the guys.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Like, in do they still divas or are they the women?
I think they're divas still.
Okay.
If not, oh well, they are.
I don't know how you test them all and confirm that they're all like good to go.
Yeah.
Because someone could contract it 2 days before, but
What do you do it the day of, or literally?
yeah, but day of might
How-
be too late
yeah, how-
because if
however
they've been
long.
training and
Right.
doing these shows,
Right. Right.
they're gonna be like
Just
touching
testing
each other.
every day. Just deep throating those swabs once a day.
Yeah, I have no idea how you monitor that, but
Yeah.
Divas would be okay with that.
Probably. Most likely. So, also, I guess, slightly diving back into this. We said this actually before we got on air. That, like, there's, like, some people are just freaking the fuck out over the whole, like, the world climate thing. And I have a theory that you actually gave me like a solid fucking counterpoint, but I have a theory that once like once Tom Hanks and so Idris Elba and Christopher Hivju, who's Tormund Giantsbane from Game of Thrones, the guy with the red hair. He's also the sidekick in Fate of the Furious. Charlize Theron's sidekick, red beard, long red hair.
Touched by fire.
So Idris Elba, Christopher Hivju, and Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson are the 4 celebrities that have been confirmed positive with coronavirus. And Idris Elba has been going live every day on like Twitter or YouTube or whatever, just giving people updates. And like every day he's like, yeah, you know, I'm fine. I still feel good. Everything is no big deal. Like I'm just going about like, you know, we're quarantining, like we're good, whatever. And Tom Hanks is posting occasionally like, hey guys, just want to let you all know, like, I'm good. Like everything's still fine. So I have a feeling that once those, like the famous people like recover from this and like they're deemed good, the world is just going to be like, oh, okay, maybe we don't have to freak out over this. Maybe like we'll just kind of like do our thing and still stay away from people, but like the hysteria part of it hopefully will like subside. But then Dickie gave me a great counterpoint.
What was my counterpoint? I forgot.
You're a fucking idiot. You said that people could look at that and say, well, fuck it, we don't need to quarantine anymore and just go right back out into the world.
That one, yes.
Which...
Well, this is why we can't have.
also
This is
very
why
true.
we can't have too much of anything.
Yeah.
Because we have too much panic and
Yeah.
everyone loses their mind. So too much like alert and everyone fucking loses it.
Right.
But then it's like if everyone's like coming out, it's like, yeah, I got it right now. I'm cool. It's like then everyone's gonna be like, ha, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice things.
Honestly, at this point, I want them to issue a shelter in place. Like, just do it. Like, if you're gonna do it, just fucking do it. And let's just do it for the next 14 days. Like, let's just all agree, like, all right, you know what? Fuck this. Let's just all shelter in place. No one leaves their homes for the next 14 days. Fine. If that
Still
means
going to the grocery
if
store.
that means that on the 15th day, like, we're fine and like people are recovered and like everything is cool and we're all kosher here, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'll do that. Like, I don't care. But like, don't give me this little bullshit where it's like, all right, so now there's we're closing restaurants just for takeout and groups of less than 50. And then 2 days later be like, oh yeah, well now it's groups of less than 25 and you're not allowed to fucking pick your nose. And then 3 days later it's like, yeah, well, you know, now we're going to drop it down to groups of 10 and also you can't breathe the outside air. And then 2 days after that, they're like, all right, cool, now we're going to shelter in place for the next 14 days. Yeah, it's like, well, you just wasted 5 fucking days doing this like little incremental shit. Like, just fucking do it. Like, if that's what's gonna happen, let's just fucking do it and get it over with.
Well, they gotta go with the butt fuck approach. You gotta ease in. You can't go all in. Everyone's very not okay with that.
Nah, lube up. Fucking lube up, stick that shit in. Let's go. Get this fucking thing over with. If you're gonna fuck me in the ass, let's just fucking do it. Let's get it done. But seriously, that's like, at this point, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah. What you're saying is we gotta take it serious really quick so Tom Hanks has to die. If we do that, I think we'll have 14 days.
Yeah, no, we're good.
He has to die live too. We gotta like show it progress, like give him SARS at the same time. Just watch his body shit out.
Well, it's the same thing. The coronavirus is
saw,
SARS.
Yeah, I saw it's SARS, COVID.
Yeah, it's just it's a different branch of SARS, like a different breed, I guess, species, like of SARS.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, dude. Like it's just fucking. I think it's dumb. People are like freaking out. Like all fucking people that work in schools are like, oh, we might just start summer break now. Like the NHL though, actually.
Let's keep that going.
Where I was talking to Jamie last night, the NHL has like a very interesting plan for this. So obviously that's postponed. Like the season was postponed. There's still like roughly like 10 to 12 games left for every team. So what they're planning on doing potentially is nixing the last 12 games of the season, and then everything is stopped, and they're gonna start training camp in like mid-July, and then when they finish training camp, they're going to restart the season at the end of August, but they're going to start the playoffs. So they'll have the playoffs run through August through September, and then they'll crown the Stanley Cup champion, whatever it'll get done in September. And then they'll take the rest of September and all of October off, do the draft in October, have whatever preseason stuff, like an abbreviated preseason through October and November, and then start the season like mid-November. Like start the 2021 season
That'd be crazy.
in November, and then just run it through June.
Is NBA gonna do the same thing?
I don't know, but I saw that plan from the
Some
NHL, and I
yellow
was like, I kind of don't hate that.
It is weird.
Yeah,
It is,
it would be really weird, but like it's weird times. Like this
Yeah.
is, you know, like we've never done this shit before.
Yeah.
Like that would be pretty cool. I mean, I'd be kind of mad that I'd be without hockey until fucking August, but still,
we need something to come back.
dude, Korean soccer. Korean soccer is coming back next week.
We'll see on that one because I think Korea is getting hit with a second wave.
Oh, really?
I thought they were
Well,
doing well.
Well, so like everyone saw, it's like, oh yeah, we'll like shut it down. Or Korea didn't shut down, but like, hey, keep your distance, whatever. Like, don't do this, don't do that. We recommend this, whatever.
Second it fucking starts looking good.
And then I think like it was like, oh, we're cool.
Party.
Nope.
No, we are not. Turns out we are not.
The fucking ember's cool or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever that saying is.
But like everyone freaking out. So because Trump said that this might go on until what do you say, July or August?
July or August.
And it's like, nah, I'll give you May. Like if we do this thing right, like we should be back to normal in May. Cause so China went on complete lockdown for a month, and now they're reopening shit. So they locked down the entire month of February and like half of March. So they did 6 weeks, and now they're starting to open shit again in China, and they're like, all right, yeah, cool, let's go back to life.
We're putting a lot of stock in if we do this right with a bunch of idiots that aren't under
Right.
off.
But that's why I'm saying,
Authoritarian
like,
rule.
fuck it. Like, if we're gonna do it, let's just fucking do it. Like, let's shelter in place. Like, come on. Just give the fucking issue, bro. We got tons of fucking booze. We got a little bit of food. We got the most important shit is the booze.
It's calories. That'll keep you alive.
That's
the
true,
water
actually.
works. Just keep drinking water, have booze, you'll live.
Our bodies are predisposed to survive because of the shit that we put it through on Guys Weekend. I'm pretty sure we all end up, our bodies shift into like a new form of ketosis where you just burn alcohol for fuel. Because we just
I've gone
don't
weekends
eat.
without eating.
Yeah,
so.
we just don't eat, but we drink all the time. So like my body's prepped. Like I'm cool. Like talk about metabolic flexibility.
Well, you just so you wake up, start drinking, drink so much that you fall asleep again.
Yeah.
So wake back up, drink again until it's time for bed.
Yeah.
Repeat.
Yeah,
You don't even need to eat.
Burn less calories too, so you don't even have to eat more.
Right. You just, that's what I mean. Your body
efficiency.
burns.
You run on 15.
Your body burns
calories
the alcohol.
of
for energy.
alcohol a day.
You get 7
It's a lot harder.
7 calories per gram of alcohol, whatever that fucking conversion is. You know the
So bring Everclear. We'll live fucking forever.
the 449, where it's like carbs, proteins, fats. Fats are 9 calories, carbs and proteins are 4. Alcohol, you actually get 7.
Goddamn.
So what we need to do is just start eating fats. We're gonna take shots of olive oil.
Yes.
No, here it is. Take a shot of tequila and chase it with a shot of olive oil, and then we're good to go.
But mix some emergency in the tequila.
Yeah.
No,
Quarantinis. Quaranritas.
Side quarantinas.
quarantine.
Oh man, that would if we do get the shelter in place order too. Like I would just text like Vinny and Nikos and Finn and be like, you guys should probably just come down. like if we're gonna quarantine in place for 14 days, like
Everyone get a bunch of cash because we're gonna do just like poker games.
yeah, and bring cash. We're gonna do a 14-day
Oh my
poker
God.
tournament.
Nico said it. Let's do a 3-week poker tournament.
It'll get old and we'll have different things that are gonna be betted on. Like we're gonna do the horse racing for real. Like
Have you ever? It's like, have you ever bet on a poker game that you've watched?
oh,
Start FaceTime or like live streaming it. What's that called? Periscope. And like just stand there and be like, all right, who wants Bob? All right, you're gonna Venmo me.
Yeah, it's pari-mutual betting. So
Yeah, yeah.
you would so we're gonna say everyone who's in it, and then you bet on who you think is gonna win. Take the entire pool, and that's how the odds get divided.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if there's $1,000 in there, and half of the money is on mellow, well then it's 2-1.
There it is.
Do we get to
Kind
keep
of.
some of the money that we're betting? Or
What?
giving? What's happening?
I mean,
No.
if you win the poker
If you
No,
challenge.
I mean, like, people are betting on the odds of the people
No,
winning.
so like
We'll
if
have other
let's
people
just
watch.
say
We get a cut.
it's the three of us,
Yeah.
Finn, Nico's, Vinny, because that's who we use for an
Yeah.
example, and everyone's a friend of the show. Then
Yeah, they all.
now
bet.
typically you would bet for yourself, right? But if we or people outside want to bet on players to win the tournament, you could do that.
Yeah. You could get real creative with it too. So like, if we Periscope or FaceTime Bill, and because Bill's not here because he has a real life, and Bill wants to bet on me, but I give Bill better odds by betting on you because my
I
money
was
then
thinking
goes to
that,
you.
too.
So now my odds are
Yeah,
higher
we're gonna
for
manipulate
Bill.
this.
There's like a lot of like back alley. It's like Monopoly. We end up playing a fucked up game of Monopoly.
Should we have Finn bring down Monopoly?
Oh god.
Wait, we won't have to worry about no goddamn coronavirus. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Cut
We
each
just
other's
all
throats.
fucking die. Oh man. You want to start wrapping this up?
We can wrap this up.
All right.
Alright, so I know obviously we're going to be talking about this for a while. And what I have found is there are two types of people in this world right now. And it really makes me fucking mad. We've got person A. Because the restrictions are bars and restaurants can't be open. Public gatherings 25 or less. That's really kind of it. So we're open. And it's a gym, we're open. Someone calls, it's like, hey, I just want to, talk about like the membership, blah, 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 blah. It's like, yeah, we're working on it. Truthfully, we don't know how the fuck we're going to handle this. Well, you guys know you're not even supposed to be open, right? No, well, we can. We're going to keep numbers less than 25. Yeah, but open enrollment gyms aren't supposed to be open. Yeah, so we're not an open enrollment gym because everything's by group and appointment, so we can keep track of the numbers, whatever. I don't know about that.
Jesus Christ. They just know it.
It's like, all right. So Chris talked to her, like, whatever, told her, like, whatever, we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
A couple hours later, emails me. It was like, oh, I talked to Chris. This is what he said he was going to do. Let me know if you disagree with anything. I didn't disagree with anything, so I didn't say anything back.
Right.
Can you please confirm that you got this email? That was 2 hours after the first
Oh
email.
my god.
I just write confirm, period, send it back.
Yeah.
Then, yesterday I sent out an at-home workout plan for everybody.
Right.
And a lot of parents are keeping their kids at home. They just are.
Yeah.
So, guy emails me back. He goes, hey, got the program, thanks. I'm going to keep him home. I also got your email that his like account was due, whatever. I know times are tough right now. I'll bring a check by tomorrow. Like, that's the other thing. Like,
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
understanding of like the shit that has.
and that's the thing. So we got one person who's who's saving the world.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we got one other guy who's like, hey, I know things are tough right now. I'll bring you a check. Where he could have just ignored the email and not brought us one. Could have done a lot of things because usually our credit card payments just go through automatically.
Right.
Okay. So the kicker, we had the guy and the woman, right? The woman doesn't even actually pay for the membership. The grandparents do of the kid.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
that
Two
person.
types of people in this world.
Yeah. That's fucking
I
ridiculous.
like to think I'm on the nicer side. Like I wanted, for greedy reasons, to go to Kyoto on Thursday because I really want fucking sushi. But you're giving back money to them. Maybe give an extra tip because they're fucking in that state right now.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
no customers.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I don't know. They might still be open just for takeout.
Yeah.
Might be worth giving them a phone call. Maybe tomorrow I'll call them up. Hey, it's us. They'll be
Hey.
like, oh, okay, it's the dumbass white guys that come in every Thursday.
You guys still got the fucking sushi all you can eat, baby.
Yeah, can we just place an order for takeout? We'll be there in like, I don't know, half hour.
We'll be there. We'll suck your dick, whatever. Just
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the sushi.
Because that's the other thing too that everyone is saying, which is legit. So and I'm sure you can appreciate this being a small business owner, but they are saying like now is the time to start shopping local
Yeah.
and supporting your local small businesses. So like instead of going to like Shaw's, like go to your local fucking grocery
Convenience
mart.
store,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like give those guys your money because they're the ones that are hurting right now. Shaw's and like Stop and Shop and
They're gonna get through it.
They'll get through it.
Yeah.
Like they're multi-million-dollar corporations. Like they'll be fine. It's the mom and pops, and it's the small businesses that are gonna have a tougher time getting through all of this shit. So I will say that too. So maybe like, you know, next week instead of if I go to Market Basket, I might go to fucking Fresh Catch, like down the street and get. It's a little bit more expensive, but if I'm gonna give my money to anybody, I'd rather give it to the people that need it more. So, and if at the end of the day it ends up being like an extra $20, then what the fuck? So be it.
Maybe go over to Cousins too.
Yeah. So support your local businesses in this time too.
Or don't.
Yeah, or don't, whatever.
You dicks.
You got a final thought?
Actually, I think I do. For
Sick! Let's go!
As I am on nighttime now, it seems, at like 1 in the morning, I saw a new conspiracy theory that I love. I love it about coronavirus. It is literally an urban legend kind of thing, where like it's from the hood. So it's more ridiculous. It's about the coronavirus not even being a real thing.
Yeah.
It's about a conspiracy. It includes Jeffrey Epstein. It includes Harvey Weinstein. It includes Tom Hanks. It's awesome. Tom Hanks doesn't have the coronavirus. He was arrested in Australia for pedophilia, and he's getting kept there. Justin Trudeau's gonna have the virus, and he's gonna be. They're gonna say he has the virus, him and his wife, but he's just pulling the strings. Bill Clinton too. All of these people are gonna be just part of this huge effort by the world of good to take out all the pedophiles which have just inserted themselves, unintended, into our society. And Jeffrey Epstein faked his death, and the DA's like bringing him back out. Harvey Weinstein got a bunch of people, so now like hundreds of thousands of people are just being arrested as we speak, and they're the ones with the coronavirus.
Oh shit.
And they're just being slowly hauled off, and then like the world's just purifying itself. And I thought, that's fucking amazing.
That's a wild fucking conspiracy theory.
And they were just like, just wait. In 2 days, it's gonna be the Trudeau thing. The next day, it's gonna be this. I went, this is great. That's I'm
wild.
Cheering for this now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would get behind that.
Also, Tom Hanks is a pedophile. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, he seems such like a good guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I thought that was like probably the most intricate one that I've seen so far. That just really just denies everything going on and says nope. And also Epstein.
Yeah. Oh, we're bringing this guy back in.
Yeah. Loved it.
I love conspiracy theories. They're so much fun.
Yes.
So I can get behind that. Cleanse the world of pedophilia.
Yeah, apparently it's really bad.
Sign me up. Oh, it's fucking terrible. Child sex trafficking is awful.
I mean, I was thinking
for my
that.
job, like I've done a lot of trainings and stuff on that. It's so terrible. It's disgusting. Like I leave these trainings and these like seminars and shit, and I'm like, this is the most disgusting thing in the world.
Yeah, I mean, working in the city, like I feel like I'm always thinking like, was this kid molested? Like that's like one of my thoughts now, like all the time.
Yeah.
It's gross.
And like just, you know, like little tiny warning signs, like, you know, kids showing up with like brand new stuff all the time, and it's like, well, I know you come from a low income. Like, where are you getting? Are you being? And it's like one of those. You can't go up to them and be like, "Are you being sex trafficked?" But like, you know, my radar is up a little bit more. Like I look for it now, and it's gross.
Yeah,
it makes me feel like disgusting that shit like that goes on.
Yeah.
And it makes me like loathe the people that do that and like wish a terrible, horrible death on them.
Yeah.
Like if we were ever gonna do like a real life Saw,
just
it should be with pedophiles. Like it should be people that like engage in pedophilia and child sex trafficking.
I mean, if we ever bring back like public like executions and stuff, or public Saw, public Saw,
dude, I would watch that.
Watch this.
Imagine how many people would get fucked up though, like mentally. Like if you just put that on TV and like told people it was a movie and like they didn't know it was real, but then it was real. Like you know how many people would have like mental fucking breakdowns?
Eating popcorn and cheering. As he pulled the anal beads of fucking sharp objects out of his ass.
His broken glass anal beads.
Barbed wire beads.
Oh. But, I mean, fuck them. They deserve it. They're fucking pieces of shit.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. But I was thinking about that too with the coronavirus and how it's maybe there's a silver lining of like sex trafficking's a little bit down because it's a little suspicious to be just wandering with kids.
That's actually a really
Hopefully.
good point too. Yeah.
I was hoping like a lot of things are on the down low. I was thinking like Mexico, are gangs just like fucking being gangs still? Like,
I don't know.
or are they, kind of chilling like in
Yeah.
the wintertime here?
Speaking of Mexico, though, I think it's hilarious that they closed their border to the U.S. Strange times indeed.
Everything's upside down.
Mexico's like, yeah, no, border's closed. You can't go to the U.S. Or the U.S. You can't come in. You can't come to Mexico.
Maybe the world is flat and someone hit it and it's upside down.
Yeah.
Maybe
we're living in the upside down. Someone
New theory.
sneezed. One of the gods fucking sneezed and flipped the flat Earth upside down.
And then took a nap, he didn't realize. Now we're here. New theory. New conspiracy.
New conspiracy. Oh man. So my final thought
Yes.
has to do with 2020. What a fucking year this has been so far, huh? So just a quick recap. We started out the year thinking that we were going to go to World War III from the very beginning. So we were like, oh shit. So that was like most of January. We were like, all right, well, cool, I guess. And I was like, I guess I'm going to have to go enlist. And then that didn't happen. Then an entire continent caught on fire.
Oh God, that was this year.
That was in February. The entire month of February, the continent of Australia was on fire.
Normal stuff, what it does. What land does.
On top of that, also in February, Brexit finally went through.
And that was the softest one.
And no one talked about it. Like for the last 2.5 years, people have been shitting their pants over Brexit.
The economy was going to be dead.
And then it finally happened, and no one talked about it because we were too worried about a World War III and a continent being on fire.
Yeah. And things got better, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, then things seemingly got better, right? No. Then we had the coronavirus and a global pandemic, which has led to a shortage in toilet paper, of all things.
Shit went down.
Like, the global stock market has absolutely fucking crumbled.
Oh, yeah.
And then, so on top of all of that, we've lost David Stern in January, who was the former NBA commissioner. Neil Peart, who's arguably the best drummer of all time, died in February. Also in February, we lost fucking Kobe Bryant. What the fuck? What the fuck? If this isn't the sign of the end of days, I don't know what is. I think the Mayans were just really bad at math. They like carried the 2 instead of the 6. So now like they were like, oh yeah, 2012 is the year where everyone's gonna die. No. It's 2020. 2020. Like I think this is it. Like I think this is the end, guys. Like I think December 21st, 2020, this is it. Like
yeah, there it goes.
Like so the funny
continent was on fire. A continent was on fire. That is the end of the world.
An entire continent was on fire. What the fuck? Now we have a global pandemic. Like it's like this has got to be some shit out of the Bible. Like
it can't just end though. So what's gonna happen next to build up to this?
So I've seen a lot of really funny memes. This is where the internet is awesome.
Yeah.
April, people are predicting that aliens are gonna come.
April aliens.
Yeah.
Liberation.
Yeah.
Might as well be.
They're like, yo, watch, April's gonna bring aliens or some shit. Like, there's all kinds of fucked up shit, and everyone's gonna be like, everyone has been saying like, yeah, like things will calm down, and like May is gonna be like some fucking crazy shit too. Like, it's wild. The internet has been amazing for this shit, but I wouldn't be mad if aliens came in April.
I can see aliens coming in April, but then in December, another alien group comes to kill the other alien group and just destroys the planet because they want to get rid of them. Like an even more evil one just says, hey, let's get rid of those bugs while we're here, and we're the bugs. That could be it.
Yeah. So my final thought, but for anyone on the audio show, Bob had to take an important phone call. Guy owns one business.
Not that important, but I'm supposed to be working right now.
Yeah, me too. My final thought was how much of a phenomenal year 2020 has been so far. So
and you know what? You gave everybody shit when they fucking bailed. They bailed on 2020 the third week of January. And turns out all those assholes were right.
Yeah. As I said, we've had the threat of World War III. We had an entire continent that was on fire. We had Brexit that finally happened.
I don't even know it.
Obviously the coronavirus, the global stock market crash. David Stern, Neil Peart, and Kobe Bryant have died. And we're only in March.
And you gave everybody shit.
So my prediction is that the Mayans were really bad at math, and it's December 21st, 2020 is the end of the world, not 2012.
Yeah, it depends on their calendar, I guess.
No, they carried the 2 instead of the 6. That's where they fucked
They
up.
definitely weren't known for their math.
Well, they wrote it on a fucking circular stone, so maybe it was a little lopsided, and they were like, there's a little knob that they needed to...
Maybe there was a chip. There was like a chip that fell out
Yeah.
of the rock.
Mayan math.
Yeah.
It's just a little different, or
Yeah.
whoever was interpreting it interpreted it wrong.
Yeah.
Somebody sucked at their job.
Yeah, somebody did something wrong, because this sounds like the end of days to me. An entire continent being on fire.
Imagine if this happened in 2012. We would
Oh my
Oh
god!
my
If what's happening right now happened in 2012, people would be freaking more so than they are
I
right
don't even know
now.
how it's possible.
It's happening. It's happening.
That would be awesome. I made a joke the other day at work. Again, some of my jokes just don't land with my coworkers, but I still continue to do them. And I go, you know what, this really is the end of days. Like, talk about, like, anticlimactic. Like, we all go out from a virus. Like, I've always had this dream of, like, sitting on my porch in my front lawn, sipping on bourbon as, like, the nuclear cloud just comes over and kills all of us.
Yeah.
And they were just like, why would you say that?
Because why don't you think these
Like,
things?
I don't know, because it's funny.
Yeah.
This is my sense of humor. Like, I don't know, you gotta laugh about shit.
It's
Like,
called dark.
if I'm serious too much, like, I'll just fucking die.
People like you are spreading the virus. Just not taking it serious enough. People like you makes me sick. Hate to
Dude,
see
you
it.
can't be in here right now.
The other reason
Hate
Tom
to see
Hanks
it.
has to die.
Tom Hanks disease.
Yeah, Tom Hanks
I
disease.
forgot about that.
THD. Dude, I got THD. Oh, fuck. Wow, that's gonna do it for us, everybody. Luckily, we're still alive. I mean, we're quarantined. We're in day 2 of quarantine, and I'm already fucking
quarantined at
losing
all.
my mind. Well, you're not, but me and Dickie are.
I woke up and I was like, again? Again?
It's like Groundhog Day. What do you want to do today, Pinky? Oh, man. Thanks for watching on YouTube. Subscribe to the show. Just fucking do it. Subscribe to the show wherever you're listening, whatever podcast streaming service you use. Leave us 5 stars on iTunes. Leave us a good review, too. Keep spreading the word. I mean, fuck, man. If you guys are all quarantined, like, chances are you're gonna be looking for new shit to do and something to listen to. So tell all your friends about the show. Maybe they'll enjoy it if you enjoy it. And we'll be on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod, Twitter at Sarcasm_Speaks, Facebook is Sarcasm Speaks. At least until, the coronavirus gets us, or Tom Hanks disease, sorry. THD gets us. So, until next time, I don't know. Enjoy the quarantine, start drinking at 9 a.m., shit on the floor, I don't know, do whatever you want. It's Corona law. Fuck it. Good night.
Eat your beets, people.
Eat beets in bed, whatever.